Hey guys, round number 9 of my classical chess tournament that lasted 9 days. Yeah, it's finished. I had 2 and 3 points out of 8 games, guys. Guess what happened here? I played against a 2075 rated player. Oh, I'm 2075 against 2077, 2 points higher, so he should win because he's got 2 more points, right? Well, I just realized that I think you see the score because I'm gonna show the ratings with the score here. But whatever, surprise, didn't work. Write me in the comments if you didn't see that you've already, you didn't see the result because you're not that, well, you don't see the details that much. Alright, so I checked a few of his games. I saw that he likes to play the Nimzo Indian. I like to play the Catalan, so I just ignore it. I play bishop d2 and bishop to g2. The difference between the Nimzo Indian and the Catalan is that, well, the Nimzo Indian, it's more symmetrical because you don't really fianchetto in the Nimzo Indian, and he really fights back in the center. But here you keep the center quite tight at the start, but then, quite controlled by white. But later he gets to fight back with c5 and all these weird ideas. So after bishop to b7, I decide to take and play b4. My idea is to attack on the c file, and if he pushes, which we will see what's happening, I play rook to c1. I go against the rules. Everybody's would tell you that, even my videos would tell you that you always need to develop your pieces and your light pieces before your rooks and queens. But something's gonna go against the rules, right? And when you're better, you know when to. And yeah, my choice was to keep the knight for now because I wanted to put pressure on the c file, and I've succeeded at my goal, which was creating an isolated pawn, which I'm going to attack. His bishop is kind of mid, to be honest, because, well, it's prone to attacks. That's number one, and number two, his pawn is gonna be attacked as well. So look at what's happening here. I need to play e5 to defend f2, knight to d7. Another advantage that I have is that I have 1 hour and 17 minutes. He's got 40 minutes. The guy spent literally 50 minutes on the first 14 moves that I was ready to blitz out, to be honest. Okay. I'm putting my knight out, not because I need to put my knight out. I want to place my rook into the game, plus I want to attack d5. If I just had to move the knight for no reason, I wouldn't probably move it. But okay, usually you have a reason to move your knight because you gotta open up your rook, and the rook is always useful somewhere. That's just the fact. So I play rook to b1, knight to f6, super smart. How does he defend the bishop with the knight? The queen is defending the bishop. Nice. So here I go knight to a4. The computer says that it's a mistake, but guys, don't listen to the computer. Don't listen to the computer. Today I'm feeling like I would win against Stockfish 4000 rating. Doesn't matter that I got 4 out of 9 in a tournament. I feel like I would beat 4000 rated computer today. Alright, so there are moves in chess that just feel suspicious, that feel bad, and this is one of them. It just feels bad. Like, why would you push the pawn here? Would you waste time and all that stuff? I was thinking that he is supposed to go rook to c8, to be honest. Okay, but rook to c8, knight to f5, wait. Okay, but then queen to d8. Or maybe not, okay. I don't remember the lines now. So yeah, I guess after after here, I would go bishop to e5. And yeah, avoid pushing the pawn here. But okay, he pushed it. To be honest, it wasn't a bad move, I think. It just looked suspicious, but his king is gonna be super safe. I have no way to attack him. And it might even be beneficial for him because he's gonna be able to, well, he's gonna be defended from the 8th rank checkmates, right? Okay, so bishop to a6. Another move that smelled suspicious, but I just didn't know how to play against it. I saw queen to c6, bishop to c4, rook to b7, but after queen to 8, I was just confused. I mean, if I saw that I can take, and now what? I'm blocked on the c file. His bishop is doing super active, is doing super well. My rooks are disconnected temporarily, which is super bad. I hate having disconnected rooks, and maybe knight to b2, but then knight to c5. And literally nothing works in my opinion, from what I can see. The rook can only go to b4, but who would want to go here? And if I take, he takes and defends the bishop. And this is not looking good for me. And yeah, even I didn't see this up to that point, but maybe that's what I was supposed to do. Oh my gosh, look, this is actually winning, because yeah, how does he defend? I guess knight to e8 and bishop d5, and I have an exchange. I sacrifice an exchange for 2 pawns and super activity, so maybe this works actually. But guys, I didn't think that far. He's got 6 minutes on the clock, I got 5:57. I wanted to play quick and just make him die out of time, and that's what happened. I play knight to b5. I want to get the pair of bishops. Queen to a6, just being active. All my pieces here on the queen side. He's trying to create an attack on the king side, but it's just too slow. I'm already super developed here. Queen takes b5, h4, so he's getting closer and closer. Knight to d3. I'm super safe. If he takes, I take back. If he goes h3, I take the bishop. I take with the bishop. So he needs to go queen to e6 to defend the h3 square, so he can push. But then I just take, and maybe he was shocked. I mean, he had 1 minute on the clock, right? So I just play f3, and his knight is trapped. His knight is simply trapped. He cannot do anything. He can sacrifice the bishop here, but why? Yeah, I mean, that's it, to be honest. So that's what he did. What I expected. He pushed. He attacked my rook. He attacked my queen. I'm super proud that he didn't surrender. He tried to play. But then f takes e, queen to g4, takes. I'm a piece up, activity up. Everything is just doing good for me. And he ends up losing on time actually. He played queen to e2, it's registered, but he didn't have any more time. He lost on time. He didn't manage to play the move in time to get the increment 30 seconds. And that's how the game ended. I mean, what could he do here? I would do that, and then even queen to d6. He takes, I guess, and I take. I mean, that's literally it. Yeah. So guys, I'm super happy that I won. I wasn't humiliated by this tournament that much. 4 out of 9 is not super bad, very close to the middle. So it was an okay tournament. I'm up 20 FIDE. I'm gonna be 2100 almost, 2098. So yeah guys, wish me luck in the next tournament. I also had 2600 rating in Blitz online and 2550 rating in Rapid online, so I'm gonna make videos about it. And thank you guys. See you in the next tournament. See you in the next video. Bye.